Why does your soul feel heavy right after your biggest win? You prayed for this. You fasted for this. You believed God for this. And when it finally happened, the job, the door, the opportunity, you thought relief would come with it. But instead, you feel tired. And here's the confusing part. You're not discouraged before the breakthrough. You're discouraged after it. Why? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand what's actually happening, and why this feeling is a sign you're moving forward, not backward. Let me paint a picture. You were faithful when nobody clapped. Consistent when nobody noticed. Praying in secret. Serving without recognition. Then one day, the email comes. The call lands. The answer is yes. For a moment, it feels like heaven finally spoke your name. But a few days later, something shifts. Waiting was hard, but carrying what you prayed for feels heavier. You wake up more tired now than when you were hoping. Your confidence feels quieter. Your thoughts feel louder. And questions creep in. Am I really ready for this? What if I mess this up? What if they realize I don't belong here? Your prayers feel shorter. Your joy feels distant. And the whisper starts, you're a fraud. This won't last. You're going to fail. And now you're standing in the very place you asked God for, wondering why it doesn't feel the way you imagined. If that's you, pause. Nothing is wrong with you. Here's something most people won't admit. Sometimes success is scarier than struggle. Because struggle hides you, but promotion exposes you. You wanted the platform, now you feel the spotlight. You wanted leadership, now you feel the loneliness. You wanted the breakthrough, now you feel the battle. And then guilt joins the pressure. Because shouldn't you be grateful? Shouldn't your faith be stronger by now? But listen carefully. This isn't weak faith. This is real faith being stretched in unfamiliar territory. And scripture shows us this pattern over and over. Elijah calls fire down from heaven. Fire. Victory. Public proof that God is real. 1 chapter later, he's hiding, exhausted, asking God to take his life. Same prophet. Same God. Different pressure. Fire fell in chapter 18. Fear rose in chapter 19. Victory didn't end the battle. It revealed the next one. And Jesus, the heavens open. The Spirit descends. The Father speaks. This is my beloved Son. That's affirmation at the highest level. And immediately after, he's led into the wilderness to be tempted. Not because he failed, but because he was affirmed. Here's the pattern. Promotion brings pressure. Visibility invites resistance. Elevation triggers warfare. God does not promote you to pamper you. He promotes you to prepare you. And the enemy knows this. So when you step into something new, a new role, a new calling, a new level, the enemy doesn't celebrate. He panics. Not because you're weak, but because you're carrying weight. So he attacks your mind, your confidence, your sense of belonging. He magnifies your weaknesses and minimizes the grace that got you here. But here's what he's really afraid of. That you'll stay long enough to discover that God's grace is sufficient here too. So let me say this clearly. You are not under attack because you're failing. You are under pressure because you've been trusted with something significant. God didn't elevate you to expose you. He elevated you to establish you. He knew what this season would cost before he opened the door. And he didn't bring you here to abandon you here. The same grace that sustained you in waiting will sustain you in responsibility. You don't have to feel confident to be covered. You don't have to feel strong to be supported. God's strength shows up best where your self-reliance runs out. So don't quit now. Don't shrink back. Don't let pressure rewrite the promise. The weariness you feel is not permanent. The fear you feel is not prophetic. And the attack you're facing is not stronger than the grace backing you. The same God who opened the door will keep you standing in it. Before you scroll, do this. Take one slow breath. And say, quietly or out loud, God, I receive the grace for what you trusted me with. You don't have to be enough. He is. You're not discouraged because you failed. You're being refined because you're faithful. And this season, this heavy, stretching, unfamiliar season, it's not the end of your story. It's proof you've entered the next chapter. Stay with it. Heaven is still backing you.